Good evening. Each new day is a blank page in the book of your life, and what you say to yourself in the morning can shape the entire story. Before the world tells you who you are, tell yourself who you want to be. Speak these 5 lines every morning. I am capable. I am deserving of success and happiness. I will learn, grow, and stay positive today. I control my attitude and my actions. Today is a gift. I will make it count. Start your day with this mindset, and soon the world will start responding in your favor. Mornings are the foundation of your day. Lay them strong, lay them right. What you feed your mind in the morning, your life reflects in the evening. Affirmations are not wishes, they're reminders of the greatness within you. You can't control the weather, the economy, or other people, but you can control what you say to yourself. Discipline your thoughts early and they'll serve you all day long. Speak to yourself like someone you deeply respect. That's the beginning of real self-worth. The man who wins the morning doesn't need luck, he creates his own. Daily declarations plant seeds of confidence and consistency. Water them every day. Self-talk isn't silly, it's strategy, and every champion uses it. The words you whisper to yourself can echo louder than the world's noise. Choose them well. Mornings are where it all begins. It's the front door to your day, and how you walk through it matters. If you stumble in, rushed and distracted, the rest of the day tends to follow suit. But if you step in with purpose, with clarity, and with a plan, everything else starts falling into place. You see, it's not just about getting up early, it's about what you do with those early moments. That quiet time before the world starts calling is your golden hour. It's your chance to think, to reflect, to set the tone. Most people wake up and immediately let the world take over: news, messages, problems. But winners take a moment first. They speak to themselves. They remind themselves who they are, what they want, and why it matters. The truth is, you don't have to control the whole day. Just control the first part of it, and it'll do most of the heavy lifting for you. Start strong and momentum takes over. It's much easier to stay ahead than it is to catch up. So don't treat the morning like just another part of the day. Treat it like the steering wheel, because that's what it is. Where you turn it, the rest follows. What you feed your mind in the morning sets the tone for everything that follows. Just like your body needs good food to function, your mind needs good thoughts, good words, and good direction. If you start your day with doubt, complaints, and distractions, don't be surprised when your evening is filled with frustration and wasted time. But if you begin your day with clarity, gratitude, and intention, chances are your evening will look a lot more like progress. Your mind is a garden. Every morning you're planting seeds. Plant negativity and you'll harvest stress. Plant positivity and you'll reap peace and results. And the thing about mornings is they don't lie. They don't cheat you. They simply reflect what you put in. Garbage in, garbage out. Greatness in, greatness out. Most people underestimate the power of their first thoughts. But those thoughts become choices. Choices become habits, and habits build your life. So the question isn't whether the morning matters. The question is, what are you doing with it? Because by the time the sun goes down, your results will tell the truth. Every single time. Affirmations are not wishes. They're not fairy dust or magic tricks. They're not about closing your eyes and hoping the world changes. No, affirmations are decisions. They're declarations of who you choose to be, spoken out loud before the world tries to tell you otherwise. It's you taking control of your mind before your mind starts running on autopilot. When you say, I am strong, you're not pretending you've never been weak. You're reminding yourself that strength is a choice you can make today. When you say, I am focused, you're not claiming perfection, you're setting direction. These are not empty lines, they're tools to shape your thinking, align your actions, and build your future. People confuse affirmations with fantasy, but there's nothing soft about discipline. Speaking truth to yourself, especially when life is loud and messy, takes courage. It's not about fooling yourself, it's about training yourself to serve you instead of sabotage you. So don't treat affirmations like a wish list, treat them like a blueprint. You're building something, and every word you speak is a brick. Make them solid. Make them count. You can't control the weather. You can't control the economy. You can't control what other people say, think, or do, and the sooner you accept that, the more powerful you become. Because real strength doesn't come from trying to control what's out of your hands. It comes from mastering what is. You can't stop the storm, but you can prepare your shelter. You can't predict the market, but you can manage your mindset. You can't change someone else's attitude, but you can choose yours. And that's the secret. When you stop wasting energy trying to change things beyond your reach, you start investing energy into the one place where it really matters you. Life will throw curveballs. People will disappoint you. Circumstances will shift. That's not pessimism, it's just reality. But here's the good news. Your attitude, your work ethic, your character, that's yours. No one can take that from you unless you hand it over. So when things go wrong, don't ask, why is this happening to me? Ask, what can I do with this? That shift changes everything. Because while the winds may blow in every direction, the captain still decides where the ship goes. Be the captain. Steer well, discipline your thoughts early, and they'll serve you all day long. Because if you don't train your mind first thing in the morning, it starts to wander like an untrained dog, pulling you in every direction. And once your thoughts start drifting, your actions follow. Distraction leads to delay. Delay leads to regret, but when you take a few moments to shape your thinking, to get clear, to get focused, you put yourself in the driver's seat. You don't let emotions run the show. You don't hand the keys over to fear, laziness, or negativity. So you say, this is who I am. This is what I am about. And this is where I'm going. That's what discipline does. It's not punishment, it's preparation. It sharpens your mind like a tool so that when the unexpected hits, and it always does, you're ready. You're not shaken, you're not scattered, you're steady. Most people want to feel motivated before they act. But the truth is, you don't need to feel like it. You just need to decide to think right, speak right, and move right, especially early. Because if you win the mental battle in the morning, you've already won half the day. Let discipline lead, and your thoughts will carry you, not drag you. Speak to yourself like someone you deeply respect, not like someone you're stuck with, not like someone who always messes up. Talk to yourself the way you talk to a close friend you believe in, someone you care about, someone who has potential, even when they're having a tough day. Because here's the truth, the voice in your head becomes the background music of your life. If that voice is full of blame, doubt, and criticism, it drags you down without you even noticing. But if it's filled with encouragement, honesty, and belief, it lifts you even on the rough days. Most people say things to themselves they'd never say to anyone else. They tear themselves down with thoughts like, I'm not good enough, or I'll never get this right. And over time, those words become chains. But you can flip the script. You can choose a new voice. One that corrects without crushing. One that guides instead of guilt-tripping. You don't have to fake confidence, but you do need to show yourself respect. Because the way you speak to yourself teaches your mind how to treat you. And once you start honoring yourself with your words, your actions will begin to follow. It's not ego, it's self-leadership. And it starts with the conversation no one hears but you. The man who wins the morning doesn't need luck. Because he's not depending on chance, he's building on choice. While others hit snooze, hoping the day goes well, he's already moving, already thinking, already leading himself in the direction he wants to go. He doesn't cross his fingers and wait for opportunity to knock. He's out the door, creating it. Winning the morning doesn't mean doing everything by sunrise. It means doing the right thing, setting your mindset, setting your priorities, setting the tone. It means being intentional before the world gets noisy. Because once the day gets going, demands start pulling at you from every angle. But if you've already decided who you are and what matters, you won't be pushed around by distractions or doubts. Luck is what most people lean on when they haven't prepared, but preparation removes the need for luck. When your morning has structure, your day gains momentum. And when you build momentum daily, it starts compounding. That's how success happens, not in big, flashy moments, but in quiet, consistent mornings where you do the work no one sees. So don't wait for the stars to align. Align your habits. Win the morning, and the day has no choice but to follow. Daily declarations plant seeds of confidence and consistency. Every time you speak truth and intention over your life, you're sowing something into your future. It may not bloom overnight, but make no mistake, it's taking root. And just like a farmer doesn't dig up the soil every day to check if the seed is growing, you don't need instant results to know the process is working. You just need to keep planting. When you declare, I am focused or I am disciplined, you're not just stating a fact, you're shaping one. You're building identity. And identity is powerful because you act in line with who you believe you are. If you keep telling yourself you're scattered or lazy, you'll live like it. But if you choose different words, better words, you start creating better habits. Not just once, but day after day. The power is in the repetition. You don't brush your teeth once and expect a lifetime of clean. You don't go to the gym once and expect strength. It's the same with your mindset. Daily declarations are mental reps. They strengthen your beliefs, and strong beliefs lead to strong decisions. So speak them often, speak them clearly, and speak them like you mean it. Because confidence doesn't show up by accident, it grows when you show up for yourself every morning without fail. That's how consistency is built. And consistency, that's what builds greatness. Self-talk isn't silly, it's strategy. It's not some feel-good trend or soft concept. It's a tool, and the most successful people use it every single day. Because how you talk to yourself shapes how you show up in the world. And the world doesn't respond to your potential, it responds to your presence. That presence is built in your mind long before it's seen in your actions. You wouldn't send a soldier into battle without armor, so why walk into your day without guarding your thoughts? Self-talk is that armor. It's preparation. It's where you remind yourself of your strengths, your goals, your values before the day has a chance to shake you. It's where you align your focus before the distractions come knocking. Some people think it's awkward or unnecessary to talk to themselves, but here's what's even more awkward: letting fear lead your decisions, letting doubt run your mind, letting stress write your story. That's what happens when you don't take control of the conversation happening in your head. So speak with intention. Say what you need to hear. Rehearse the mindset that moves you forward. Because if you don't talk to yourself with direction, the noise of the world will do it for you, and it rarely has your best interest in mind. Self-talk isn't silly, it's how leaders are made, how discipline is reinforced, and how purpose is protected. The words you whisper to yourself can echo louder than the world's noise. Think about it every day. The world bombards you with opinions, distractions, criticisms, and chaos. Everyone has something to say, and most of it isn't going to build you up. But there's a truth that most people overlook. You get to choose what you say to yourself, and those whispers carry more weight than any outside noise. When you start your day with a positive, intentional thought, it sets a quiet foundation that holds firm even when the world around you is loud. The world may say you're not good enough or it's too hard, but if you've spent the morning telling yourself I'm capable or I will overcome this, those whispers become a powerful counterforce. They become the internal soundtrack that drives your actions, shapes your choices, and determines your attitude. Too many people let the world define them, let the opinions of others shape their worth. But the truth is, the most powerful voice in your life should be the one inside your own head. The words you speak to yourself in moments of quiet reflection are what set the stage for everything else. They reinforce your values. They remind you of your strength. They keep you grounded when the world is spinning out of control. Those whispers may start soft, but they grow louder as you act on them. And when you consistently speak with purpose and belief, the world starts to hear you too. You become a force to be reckoned with, not because you shout, but because your inner voice is so strong that it can't be ignored. The words you tell yourself are the foundation for everything else, and when you believe them, the world has no choice but to follow suit. In life, there are countless factors that will try to shape who you are, what you do, and where you go. The world is full of noise, distractions, opinions, challenges, and pressures. But when it comes down to it, the most important voice, the one that will influence you the most, is the voice you hear in your own mind. What you tell yourself matters. It matters more than most people realize, and it's in this simple daily practice of speaking to yourself with intention, respect, and confidence that you set the foundation for your future. The words you say to yourself every morning, the beliefs you reinforce in the quiet moments of your day, they echo through your actions and your results. They have the power to either limit or propel you. Many people spend their time waiting for external validation, seeking encouragement or approval from others, or hoping for luck. But true power comes from within. It comes from understanding that you are the most influential voice in your life. When you speak positively, strategically, and purposefully to yourself, you are planting seeds of possibility and growth. Think of each morning as an opportunity to reset your mental state and your intentions. The first few moments after you wake up set the tone for the entire day. If you wake up with a sense of purpose, if you remind yourself of your strengths, if you affirm your goals, you're setting yourself up for success. This is not about blind optimism or wishful thinking. It's about reinforcing the belief that you have the ability, the discipline, and mindset to handle whatever comes your way. When you start your day on this note, you are not just reacting to the world, you are actively choosing how you will engage with it. By speaking words of affirmation, you affirm not just your potential, but your worth. And affirmations are not wishes, they are decisions. They are declarations of who you are and who you are becoming. Too many people underestimate the power of words, especially the words they speak to themselves. They think that affirmation is a soft, fleeting thing, but it's much deeper than that. Your self-talk is strategy. It's the groundwork for the mindset that will fuel your actions, decisions, and outcomes. It's where the foundation of self-confidence is built piece by piece every single day. As you practice these affirmations, remember this: you cannot control the weather, the economy, or other people. These are factors that are beyond your control. The world will not always align with your desires, but you can control your attitude. You can control your response. You can control how you speak to yourself. And when you master that, you will find that the things outside your control lose their power over you. You no longer need to wait for external circumstances to change to feel empowered. You become your own source of strength. Every morning is a fresh opportunity to take control of your thoughts. The first few moments of your day are a chance to discipline your mind and set it on the path you want it to follow. Your thoughts can be your greatest ally or your greatest enemy, depending on what you allow to take root. That's why it's so important to choose your thoughts intentionally, to take those few minutes in the morning to set your mind on a positive course, because once the mind is disciplined and focused, it will serve you throughout the day. And when you build this habit, it becomes a powerful force that drives you toward your goals even when obstacles arise. It's also essential to remember that self-talk isn't silly, it's strategy. It's the tactical daily work that great achievers use to stay focused, motivated, and aligned with their vision. It's not about pretending everything is perfect. It's about reinforcing the reality that you are equipped to face whatever challenges come your way. Your mind needs training, just like any other muscle in your body. The more you train it, the stronger it becomes. Positive self-talk isn't fluff. It's the backbone of personal development. And most importantly, remember this: the words you whisper to yourself can echo louder than the world's noise. There will always be external distractions. There will always be people who tell you what you can't do, what you shouldn't do, or what you will never achieve. But when you have cultivated a strong internal dialogue, the world's noise becomes irrelevant. Your internal voice, the one that tells you, I can do this, I am capable, I will keep going, will drown out all the negativity, doubt, and discouragement from the outside. The key is to start early, stay consistent, and speak to yourself with respect and belief. Your words will become the foundation on which you build your success. There is great power in the early morning. It's a time when your mind is still fresh, when distractions haven't yet fully taken hold, and when you have the opportunity to guide yourself. It's in these quiet moments that you plant the seeds of your future. The man who wins the morning doesn't need luck because he has already set the course. He has already prepared his mind for the challenges and opportunities of the day. He has already chosen his attitude, his focus, and his actions. And with this daily practice of self-discipline and self-belief, luck becomes irrelevant. You make your own fortune. Daily declarations aren't just words, they are the foundations upon which you build your mindset, your discipline, and your actions. They are what fuel your consistency, and consistency in turn leads to results. So speak to yourself like someone you deeply respect. Don't wait for the world to tell you your worth. Affirm it for yourself every single day. Speak with confidence, speak with clarity, and speak with the belief that you are capable of achieving everything you set your mind to. In the end, it's not the circumstances that shape you, it's how you choose to respond to them. And your response begins in your mind with the words you say to yourself. So choose a. Speak words that uplift, empower, and propel you forward. Plant seeds of confidence and consistency every day. And watch as those seeds grow into a life of purpose, success, and fulfillment. Your future starts now with the words you speak to yourself today. Choose them well because you are the architect of your own destiny. And it all begins with the whispers you choose to believe.